get started. Compare the advantages and the disadvantages of smartphones. So most of you have smartphones, though some of you don't, but I'm sure you all know at least someone who has a smartphone and what has happened to society with smartphones. So I want you to tell me the advantages, the good things, and the disadvantages, the bad things about smartphones. Okay, let's see what our sample answer has to say. Smartphones are all the rage all over the world. Though there are many advantages to smartphones, there are also a number of disadvantages as well. The introduction to this one is very well done. They didn't just give me one introduction sentence saying there are advantages and disadvantages to smartphones. Before that, they start by saying smartphones are all the rage all over the world, meaning they're extremely popular. So it's just a little bit more of information to kind of ease me into the ideas that they're going to talk about. This is a very good thing that you should try to start doing. This is the next step in making your answers and how to make them sound more natural and moving you into doing more complex, longer answers. Okay, so make note of that example. The first main advantage of smartphones is the fact that you can access the internet using them. So we're going to start with advantage. The advantage is you can use the internet. This is an awesome feature that helps you stay connected with your friends and family. For example, you can send emails, messages on Facebook, and even use video chatting to stay in contact with all of your friends. It's also a great tool if you happen to get lost often, as most have some kind of GPS system. However, with the unlimited access to the internet comes a major problem. All right, we're going to stop there. That's going into our next reason. So we can use the internet, which is good because you can stay in contact with people and you won't get lost because you have GPS. All right, now they started their next part to going into their disadvantages with however. So however is a good transition between if you have something positive and then something negative, or something negative and then going to something positive. They should be opposites. So let's go back. However, with the unlimited access to the internet comes a major problem. So having the internet can be bad. It's extremely easy to get carried away with your cell phone use. Some people use it too much. How many times have you gone into a coffee shop and seen friends simply playing on their cell phones instead of having a conversation? I once had a boyfriend that used his cell phone all the time instead of talking to me. It made me feel really unimportant, and I eventually broke up with him because of it. So, the disadvantage. They connected it very well to their advantage being having the internet all the time, to then saying, but that can be a bad thing because people will use it too often. I'm sure you've all seen this, where people are all sitting together, not talking to each other, but on their phones. This is what they're talking about. And she gave a very good example of a relationship she was in and how this broke the relationship. Okay, so the example really solidifies what she's trying to say. To conclude, smartphones can be awesome, but we need to make sure not to get carried away with them. So she says that it's a good thing, but we need to be careful to stay away from the bad things. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have many of your own ideas on the good things and bad things of smartphones. So I look forward to really seeing what you come up with. Please don't feel that you have to only use these ideas. Be creative. Come up with your own. I look forward to seeing what you can make. Goodbye, guys.